Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope y'all are doing great. I am okay. I do apologize for the late start. Hopefully you're not too upset with me. I have a few things I need to take care of or needed to take care of today. I'm just going to turn off one of my fans really quickly and then we can get started. All right, so what I thought we could do is work on some embellishments. We talked about that kind of last week. And I thought it'd be really cool. Something not so stressful. But I do promise we are going to get back into our junk journal. So what you're gonna need is, first of all, I thought I'd be more prepared, but I left the house in enough time and I didn't come back in enough time. I don't know. I thought I had put the time at 10:30, but it was actually 10:45. So I don't know what I was thinking. I should have made it 11. Hey Chris, how you doing? But I wanted to spend some time with my son. He's been acting a little bit weird on me lately, so I'm having a minor procedure and he's really freaking out. And because he's freaking out, it's making me freak out, if that makes any sense. So um, I hope it does. So I just want to make sure that he knows everything's going to be, okay. And if not, I'll be in the best place, the doctors, saying, good morning. How are you, Heather? So I want to talk to y'all really quickly, first of all. I am having surgery, a minor minor procedure, okay, on the 13th in 2 days. And he is freaking his freak. Another one of my friends is starting to freak me out too. So just, keep my mental health in your prayers. And then you can take my physical health into your prayers as well. But as it stands right now, it's a minor procedure. Everything looks good to go. And the nurse, somebody called me today and was asking me about some of my medications that I take. And so when she found out what they were for, she's like, four, not for four. She's like, okay, no problem. So anyway, I wanted to no, his dad'll be there, so if that don't help, then shoot, we might have to call you in because Anyway, what I wanted to do is do some fun crafting, y'all. But I went online to try to find out how to do these as flowers so I could share with y'all. And what I wanted to do, I did not get a chance to do, but we're gonna discuss that in a minute. I wanted to spray these down. I want to soak them in some food coloring and then spritz them with water and let them dry out. And then I was going to just wrinkle them all up and stack like three or four on top of each other. But then I was going to try to find, I have his little bestie, and if they don't do the trick, yeah, the baby. He's like, can we go see? When can we take care? I was like, that's not how it works. We're not taking care of the baby, son. He's like, oh. For y'all that don't know, Chris and I know each other in real life. By mistake, of course, because our kids go to the same school, and I am an antisocial person. If y'all did not know, she is not. So here we are. But she just had a little baby girl a couple of months ago now, April. No, March. She had a baby in March. Yeah. Easter. Easter weekend. Right? So anyway, I wanted to do these. So we'll put these to the side for now. That's not true. You spoke to me. I'm from Texas. What'd you expect? Okay. Texans always speak first. Anyway, I have this paper punch. I have a few paper punches, and then I have this paper punch. It's a Fiskars, and it has this little emblem on it. Do I know what this petal thing mean? Not a clue. We also have this one. I like this one the most because it looks like a real flower to me. This one, you have to do some work to make it a real flower. But anyway, we're going to use these. And what I was thinking, I was in the 5 quarter store the other day, last week sometime, and I was like, I want to buy those flowers. And then the frugal person in me was like, "Do you? Ew, why? You can make those yourself." Blah 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 blah. And I was like, you know what? You're right. So this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did I count that right? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Let's start right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 9 petals, right? And this has, excuse me, I'm receiving a phone call. Give me 1 second. All right. So that was the big roommate calling. So anyway, I got this from Hobby Lobby on clearance. I don't remember when, but I went into my craft space, my real craft space, and I was looking. I have a little shoe holder with all my paper punches that I got from thrifting, D-stashes, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I was like, ooh, let's use those. And so what I thought we could do is make these with this. What do y'all think? So I was like, okay, we'll take some. This is construction paper. And I meant to have these already pre-punched, just so y'all know. I have a case of the I carried too many heavy bags at one time today, just so y'all know. And so I have a small case of the jitters. But don't worry, we're okay, okay. Hi, Samara. Oh, I dropped it on the ground. How you doing? How was your weekend? How was everyone's weekend? Hopefully it was great. I dropped that and I can't see it. Listen to what I'm about to tell y'all because in all my infinite wisdom, I decided to attempt to get my stuff together, right? So I have a space that I'm sitting in right now. It is the front of our house. The fancy people call it the formal dining room. I call it the living room, but it's weirdly made or whatever. So, um that's where I have been creating my content for the last 2 years now. No. Ooh, 3, 4 years now. It's been a minute. And it's so funny because Wondering Dreamer 555 left a comment on one of my old videos from when I used to stream. I used to do more live streams than I do now, but it got stressful for me. Very stressful. Um, because never mind. Yeah, it got stressful. Um, anyway, um, and she had left a comment, and I was like, oh, I got to revisit that because it was very fun, that project that I used to do. Um, so where am I going with this? It's a Halloween thing, and I enjoyed it. And then I was like, so I went into my craft space anyway, and I was getting these out, and I was like, oh, I miss you so much, craft space. But it looks like an abandoned craft warehouse right now. I have stuff everywhere. So in the attempt of me getting organized today, don't ever do this, right? Because this is dumb. What I'm about to tell y'all. I did it because, I got to try it out so you don't do the stupid stuff. I put a bunch of stuff in my craft chair and on my desk. So even though I'm only a few minutes late, I could have been less late if I was quarter number one, organized, and number two, didn't put all the stuff in the chair. But here I am, not organized and leaving stuff in the chair. And this little paper punch don't want to act right. I think what I'm about to say is going to make a few people upset in the craft world. But I think we should bring back the paper punches and all the little cutesy stuff that we used to have. I know it takes up a lot of space. I get it. It's annoying. I get it. It's in the way sometimes. I get it. But I think that these things made us better crafters because we had to have some hand-eye coordination and dexterity versus other forms of it. Because I even have a, scan and cut, and I was using a Dickens out of it. And then I kind of stopped using it because I was running in my mind. In my mind, I was running into issues. So you see how this is kind of yellow and then orange, and then that's like a brown. This right here, this uh, not nutter butter bar is there. That's like putting clothes on your bed. So yeah, exactly. I busted out my punch over the weekend. I was exactly. First of all, it is like putting clothes on your bed, and then you got to go. I don't even want to talk about that because that is just me. Um, so I punched these out, and I'm gonna tell you how much excitement they gave me. Probably a little bit too much to be sharing, but I was like, "Oh, I feel like a crafter right now." Like I felt crafty for some reason. I shouldn't have felt that crafty, honestly, because I didn't do nothing but punch the paper punch. I even tried to go and look up Fiskars and see what this was called, and it was like, it's called too old for you to look it up. And then my dumb butt, this patent is the same patent. You can't see it that well, but it's 7690121, and this patent is 7690121. They're clearly two different things. Because I was trying to find the name of this one to see other inspiration that I could share with y'all besides my own inspiration. And nope, it was like, nah, we good. So yeah, let's go ahead and do these little centers like that because that little punch thing not working. But if you have a finger dauber, it might work for you. So I don't know. I think I have some videos coming that's supposed to be due on those days. I will try and do my best to be responding, but I probably will not until Saturday. I'm also nervous because I'm a side sleeper, right? And the side that I'm getting cut on is the side that I sleep on the most. So I'll probably be sleeping sitting up on the couch the next few days. All right, so now I'm just going to take them and I'm going to I have to keep checking my phone. I'm so sorry, y'all, because right before I came on live, the hospital had called me. So I'm going to just attempt to crease these. And this paper's like, no, you're not. Yes, I am paper. You don't know. I've been paper for a living. Not really, but so that's one. And we won't spend a lot of time on here. We've done uh, flowers before. Just a different something to slow down the pace, stop and smell the roses, if you will. Of course, you don't have to stop and smell anything you don't want to. My son, we went to the library last. Did a digital order library book for two little books, right? Because they don't have any masculine stories for little kids right now. They're all about little girls. Even when we were growing up, right? Ramona by Judy Bloom. This takes patience. You're right. Patience we don't have, right, Samara? is what I'm getting. Was is what I'm hearing from you. And then so we're gonna do this. Now I was like, "Ooh, we're gonna get a chance to use our tweezers today," and I didn't even pull the tweezers out this little bucket. So let's see. This is very time consuming, but I feel like this is. I would rather do this than fussy cut. I know I do fussy cutting too, but I would rather do that than fussy cut because ugh, it's for the birds. And although I did recently fussy cut, I was like, you should have stayed in that group or go to the scanning cut. I was like, it's only 2 flowers. We got it. Also, I did a haul video. I haven't shared the video yet. I haven't released it. But I want to talk to y'all real quick. Uh, I'm serious. I want to talk to y'all real quick about um, something. When I don't even know where they are right now because I've been messing with stuff. Remember I showed you those little envelopes? It's no more in the store. Zero. Like it's no more in the store. Make it make sense, please. Make me help me understand how it's no more in the store at all. Zero. The box is even gone. You know how you are in a bad relationship with somebody and you tear up all the pictures or you make the pictures where that person doesn't exist anymore? That is what Dollar Tree has done with those daggone um crap, those mailers. Like no, yes, the coin envelopes, they're all gone. I went to a few because I was trying to never mind. I went to a few, all gone. All gone. Every last one. The stores that I go to, they're like, "Yep, we came, we saw, we out." I'm like, "How dare you do this to me? How dare you do this to me?" So they're gone. Gone, gone. I'm gonna take this small one. Now, this is the only thing that I don't have a brown one, and I don't feel like digging out the little brown pieces, just so you know. This is very time consuming. Very time consuming. Yeah, they're gone. Well, where I live, they're gone. Gone, gone. All right, so we're gonna do, I guess, two because that's what we got. I want to play with that other stuff though. So I have been attempting to catch up on some YouTube peeps, right? And I've been watching Wonder and Dream. I haven't watched any videos. So full disclosure. My uncle, I told you already, he passed away. He passed away the same day that my mom passed away. So it's been very hard processing that. Truthfully, it's been very hard processing that. And I really don't have anyone to discuss that with besides y'all. Like I don't have um someone to talk about it because I don't like talking about it. Does that make sense? I just want to tell y'all why I'm f- flighty, more flighty than normal. I should say more flighty than normal. Um, so his going home ceremony, funeral, whatever you want to call it, was this week, last weekend, the 1st of June, the 1st of June, and it felt really good being home, like in Houston. It felt really, really. It felt too good, if that makes any sense. It was like I need to be. This is where I belong. I don't belong anywhere else but here with my family. But I don't have any family. It's my son and my uncle. I have blood relatives, but I really don't talk to them like that. So when I was home with my uncle, it just felt, familiar. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes, I don't know how else to explain it. It felt familiar and I enjoyed it. But at the same time, I was like, no, you have to tie up loose ends where you live if you want to navigate to other things, right? And I've been having these thoughts of like, new beginnings and things like that. So I've just not been here, and I don't really have anyone to discuss it with because it's hard to talk about. My friends, of course, they've all offered help, information, all this other stuff, but even now, like it's not something that I want to like talk about. Talk about. It's more like this is why I'm not with it, and I think because I never really processed my mom's passing properly. If that makes sense to y'all, like that never really went over well with me. I'm like um I guess in 2020 through 2 or 3, I tried to call my aunt. I think those things never go away for people that have lost somebody significant in their life. You know what I'm talking about. So it never goes away. That feeling never goes away. And sometimes I just fall out of wanting to talk and do stuff. So yeah, that's where I'm at now. Like I'm trying to just get back in the swing of things because I have a little guy to love and show him the proper way to navigate through stuff. But sometimes it's just harder to do when you don't have people to navigate with you properly. So yeah. Anyway, that's where we are. It's okay. I'm okay with it. But yeah, so I've been trying to catch up with the videos, and she's been squirting a lot of juices out of bottles and stuff like that. And I even caught a video from Heather. She was over here doing some stuff. I don't know if y'all watch Heather's video. Um, that is why we have chosen family. And sometimes they are crazier than your real family. Because Chris, never mind. Never mind. But if you don't follow 907 Crafty Life, she, in my opinion, is one of the best displayers of her work I've ever had the pleasure of seeing. And she is a whiz with these things right here. This distress and oxide stuff. Blend queen. Blend queen. I had did this project yesterday, and I was going to do this piece, right? I was going to do this project. And all I could think about is, if Heather watches this video, is she gonna laugh at me? Because I can't blend. I'm not a good blender. Uh, Even in life, I don't normally blend in well with the background, so to speak. I fade into the background, but not blend. I kind of just, vanish. But that's the kind of family we can be crazy and no judging. Yeah, I'm judging you. I'm always judging. So I'm just gonna squeeze these back again after I done unsquoze them. Unsquoze. All right. So then I'm gonna take 1, 2, 3 of these and just crumble them up in my hand. Not too much, only because I need to uncrumple them at some point. You want to spritz these down a little bit to give the paper, let the fibers in the paper loosen up. So I do have some spritz over here. I've been spritzing the cat because he's been jumping on my stuff and knocking it all over. You do blend in perfectly in my craziness. Oh, okay. I'm willing to come out of my house on the 13th to be there for you. No, his dad is taking off that day because I have to have a driver. So you don't have to worry about it. And this is booty crack in the morning, Chris. And you are not a morning person. I want our friendship to last. And you getting out there that early is definitely not gonna make it last. She's not a morning person, y'all. Not at all. Not at all. So we're gonna just let this sit over here and dry, crumply. But I have also wrote other people, and I don't tell people what's going on just because, in my opinion, and you tell me how you feel about this, y'all. If someone says, "Oh, and this is an example. If someone says, "Oh, how's your day going?" and you say, "Well, my wife left me, the dog died, I got a flat tire, the house caught a fire." You take on that person's burden, right? You take on that person's issues, and honestly, that's not fair. Yeah, you ask how you doing or whatever, but it's still not a fair thing to do. We're gonna go ahead and put some glue right here. So much for the tweezers, yeah. Let's see. Y'all like barbecue? I love barbecue. We don't really have any good barbecue places here. Well, we make, but I don't eat beef or pork, so I've only had good barbecue from one spot while living here, and I don't know how to get there. My stepdad had taken me there, so I don't even know how to get there now. Yes, I have been depressed because of things that nothing to do with exactly. Like you're carrying that weight of someone else's issues, and it's okay because you say, "Hey, tell me what's wrong. I'm always there for you." All that stuff that we tell people, and it's great to have those people, but at the same time, you have your own issues. I probably don't even need this little stick thing. You don't want to take on the weight of the world. I mean, only one person did that, right? I just feel like that's just too much. I also know that it's not fair not to express how you're feeling and have people trying to figure out what's going on. I get that part too. But sometimes you just need that time to process your own junk. Yeah, but if I tell you I'm good, just know I'm good, right? These are the wet ones. I don't know why I stacked them on top of each other. Yeah, I feel like I'm the kind of person that if I need to talk, I'm gonna be like, hey, you free? Because I can't shake this, right? I was gonna do those roses again, but y'all know what? I am tired of making those rose flowers. But I like sunflowers because right now we have entered into a zone of either your plant's gonna grow or they not. And I feel like my plants would not grow. If we had a flower planting contest, they would die. I am good. I'm good till I'm not good. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird trying to navigate stuff. And some people don't understand. Like I process stuff in my head, then I try to work it out. And then when I can't work it out, I'm like, you know what? I need some help. Like remember when I was sick for like 4 or 5 months? I tried every medicine under the sun to get myself better, and it was not working. I'm a good listener, so everyone see, and that's not fair. That's not fair. I have a fixer issue. So if you were to ever say this is what's wrong, I'm like, well, who did it? Let's go get them. You know what I'm saying? That's not fair. Um, yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it's hard being a strong person though, in my opinion. When you are the strong person, everybody knows, oh, she's strong or he's strong. They can they're all right. Sometimes it's okay to cry. You don't have to be that stoic all the time. Now, I don't know what they use to make those lines go through. Maybe a dye or something. I'm sure it's some type of like pressure plate, maybe, like a little dye plate. I don't even know if these are handmade, some type of crimping thing. The only what? All right, so we got that one. Well, we got those four. I said two. Here we go. We didn't make four of these. Uh-huh. This should be dry now. So now I'm just gonna come over here and I'm going to attempt to fluff these things out. Just so y'all know, the little roommate is gonna get it. This is so time consuming. And this is 48, okay? And we've been streaming for 29 minutes and we have four. 4. No, I was calling his name and he didn't come. So either he on using the restroom, which he's not, or sneaking on the game. All right. All right. So I don't like this clear. Just so you know, I want to try to find us a little brown um thing. And this would be perfect if it wasn't so ginormous. Also, I went to the Dollar Tree, and I just want to go on the record and say I know it's not going to happen, but it would be so great if they was still a dollar store. Um, I found some of these containers there, the spritzer, and so it's a spritzer and one of these for $1.25, and I felt triggered. I don't know why, I just did. Okay. But then they had 3 for $1.25. I was like, "Ooh, now you talking my language." Because that's cheaper than how it used to be when it was just 2 in there for $1, you know? But I probably could just go on to AliExpress or Temu. I can shop like a billionaire on Temu. Speaking of, Heather, did you I need to go check and see if you did your haul video. I saw you did a haul video, but I didn't check. I didn't see the video yet. It was like, I got a haul from guess where or something like that. Would you stay home with the baby and have the big roommate take the kids to the dentist? Would you stay home with the baby and have a big roommate take the kids to the dentist for their cleaning? Would I? When was the last time you had a break? When was the last time he had a break? I don't know. That's a tough one. I would probably well, the baby gonna cry with him, so I don't know. I do all of my son's appointments, so I don't have a choice. So I don't really get that option. I would probably want to leave the baby though and go with the other kids because they understand stop talking, even though they're not gonna do it. This is orange. This is Halloween orange, is it not? Yeah, if I had the opportunity and I had multiple, I would probably take the kids to the dentist appointment. And plus, like you're the person that knows most of their medical stuff. So yeah. What a morning. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, chocolate. Good morning though. How are you doing today? Okay, so we're gonna put these back in. Hope you are well. Hope you are all well. Hope you all are well. I'm okay. I got some errands to run. I'm gonna be making some soup for Thursday, I guess. HEB tried to get some money out of me today. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Who did? HEB is a grocery store. Um, the grocery store, like, what? What do y'all have? Probably. Well, I don't know what grocery store y'all have, but they had buy this, get this free. So I was like, okay, I can make some broccoli. Blah 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 blah. Right? And the coupon wasn't couponing that they had gave us on their display. Blah blah blah. Blah. And so I was already mentally going to the next spot, right? Because I needed to run X amount of errands and be home by 10:30. All right. I like this sunflower. I don't know about y'all, but it's cute. This is not dry yet. HB is similar to Kroger. Expensive AF. You think Kroger's expensive? In Mississippi, it wasn't. I mean, that was 1,000 years ago, but it wasn't as expensive as HEB. I like HEB I mean Kroger better because um when I come to think of it, it's just like HEB. You're right. They steam crab legs. So that's really all that mattered to me. When I was with child, I had a lot of crab legs, a lot of heartburn because my son's hair is super long. Oh, I'm gonna show y'all a picture of his hair. Sometimes when I tell people my son's hair is super long, they're like, no, it's not. It's long. And he's going to the third grade, and he and I both are super terrified. I'm terrified for all the wrong reasons. He terrified because he can't see his teachers. I'm like, wait until I take you out to school. Then what? It's longer than my girl's hair. Yeah, it's long. I'm just pulling up the picture. I get tired of combing it. I'm at the point that I may want to chop it off. Yeah, he gonna talk to everybody because he's a social being like that. But that's my son and his hair. So yeah, it's long. And so when I was eating, the old wives' tale is if you're pregnant with a child that has a lot of hair, you have a lot of heartburn. Well, yeah, heartburn galore. So this one's not dry yet. We're gonna leave this to the side. I don't want to mess with that. I'm not sure if y'all remember a while back, Samara had sent me a lovely, lovely um package, and she had put a bunch of these paper flowers in there. We're gonna use these. I cut out today, but we're gonna use those. One, two, three. I think we're gonna do six. One, two, three, four, five, six. And my son is not responding to my screams of help. Yeah, it's time. It's coming up. Time to do. I'm gonna let him go one more week before I do it, though. I do it every 2 weeks. I try to do it every 2 weeks, but yeah, you know, sometimes that don't work out. All right, so this is what I recommend you do. Don't do this, okay? You need some plastic or something, a little wet spot or something here. I don't have anything at my desk. We got this right here. I got this from Michael's. It was on clearance for $2. So I was like, yes, this is the same price as Tuesday morning. Everything I buy, y'all, I compare to Tuesday morning. That's wrong. I know. Don't judge me though, okay? Judge your who would you purchase from habits. Maybe we need to do more than two. I mean six. Let's do a few. Yeah, every time we get ready to do his hair, he's like, "Why I don't want my hair combed? I don't want it combed." Then once he gets his combed, he's like, "Can we take a picture and send it to so and so?" What do you think they're gonna say about my hair, mommy? Nothing, son. But apparently, his hair's a major topic at school. Um, I hope it's not a topic this year when he goes back, though. All right, so we're going to use this color. It is called Cherry Pie. And we're also going to use this color that's called, I can't read. That's not the color. I just can't see the name. It's orange. And it has this on here, this cool stuff. Now, one of the designers said this is a pearlescent shimmer. They said swirl it around, and another says shake it up, baby, because one don't have a ball in it and the other one does. I'm hoping this doesn't get backsplash. Okay, so we're gonna just go ahead and put this other white piece of paper right here and leave it like that and just squirt it a little bit. And then I'm gonna take it and ball it up in my hand. All right. Wow, look. That's cool. Creepy, but cool. Oh, that didn't want to come out. So that's like gold. And look, it's all over my hand. Don't do this on your desk without some wipes or something. I didn't bring anything. I was not mentally prepared. After I got off the phone with the hospital, I was not prepared. Because I was trying to wolf down some food so I would not be lethargic on stream either. I'm gonna take these and just scrub it up like that. That's okay. If you're not getting messy every now and then when you're crafting, are you really a crafter? I would say yes, but every now and then you gotta get your hands dirty. Sometimes you can't send other people out to do your job. You gotta go out there and do it yourself. You just take that statement how you want to. Also, I wanted to show y'all what I do with it. I got a book that we're gonna destroy today. Just a few pages because I want to put those pages in there. I love messiness and crafting. I know, but yours, you never show us the mess. Yours is always clean. You're like, because you'll go through what you're using. I'm like, oh, we about to see her blend, and she's like, it just took too long, so this is the finished project. I'm like, no, Heather, no. So I'm gonna tear out a few book pages. Yep, book pages. I want it to be heavy duty on the front and the back. Yep, yep. It's a better way to do that, just so y'all know. All right. I'm gonna take this. I can't get my time in room lately. House guests. Oh, I understand that. I think that people that craft, we need that because if not, we'll lose it, right? Like you lose your good morning, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing great. How about yourself? Kind of pleasantries. Because I feel a lot better. I haven't crafted in a while yesterday I hadn't crafted in a while. But after I, stamped out some pages and did some things, I felt so much better. Like I recommend it. I even recommend just cutting paper because cutting paper, if you're a crafter, it's just something about it. Not fussy cutting paper because that makes me angry. Every time I'm cutting paper, I'm like, Samara, I do not like cutting. I do not like fussy cutting. I don't like it. Even though y'all can't hear me talking to y'all, I'm like, nope. I know I'm fussy cutting, but this is not what we need to do. This is not what we need to do. This is not the thing. All right, so I'm gonna squirt it one more time, but I think I'm gonna spritz the paper first. Maybe that thing will run down a little bit better. Oh, hold on. All right, there we go. Oh, see, look at that shimmer. Ooh. Yeah, I'm like, I do not like fussy cutting. Because I can hear you. Well, I can't hear you, but I can visualize you saying, I told you you like fussy cutting. I'm like, I don't. It's just a part of crafting, is it not? Whoever invented fussy cutting, ugh, what lady or guy did that? I guess it's better than taking a blade and etching everything out. Because I've seen a few of the older craft books, and I'm like, ooh, girl, give me them scissors. Because I am not about to etch a sketch with no X-Acto knife. Mm-mm. I don't even want to cut skin, let alone paper with that. All right, here we go. All righty. Look at this. This is so pretty. Now, I'm not sure if Barry Craft is going to show up today, but she had did a video. It's been a while now, at least 5, 6 years ago, where she had took a bunch. She was showing people how someone First of all, Barry is a cutesy crafter. And what I mean by cute, she has a bunch of colors and it's very vibrant. I'm much more of a muted kind of crafter. I don't tend to craft in bold, bright colors unless I'm in somebody's um what are those things called? Collaborations, and that's the colors to use. And she had made these really pretty flowers, and I guess her followers was like, "Are you gonna do a tutorial?" And if she had showed me, I was definitely like, "Are you gonna do a tutorial?" And she had took some flowers. I don't know which ones they are, and she had crumpled them all up and was like, "Let me show you how to do this." She's like, "Here, hold my scissors." And I was like, "Okay." And so she did a video. Berry Crafty is her username. I think she still has videos up. Look at this. This is so pretty, right? If you're into gold, hello. I feel like I've been mining in the crafty thingamajig, but we haven't been. We've been cutting paper. And then this page, which I want to know, would y'all like to see me make paper? That don't sound right. Would you like for me to make background paper to go in a junk journal, or are you okay with like, ugh, whatever? If you want to see me do it, I'll show you. I'll make videos. I won't do it live because it's gonna take a while because I have to um stamp the images, do some coloring, and then I want to let them dry and scan them in so we can have some pages and I can share with you. They'll have to be for, your own use, not selling, because I don't want the stamp companies to be like, you took my stamp and made it, blah 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 blah. Now, if you had a heat gun, this would be really smart, but I have a fan. So hopefully it'll dry it out a little bit better. And then we're gonna take these and do that. Uh-oh, I dropped one on the floor. I don't like using my heating gun, especially when I'm live streaming, because it's loud. So Heather, you have a craft room now, and not the table. I thought the last time we talked, you said you like your dining table. I'm working on a project, right, y'all? I've been working on this project for a few weeks now. I need to just focus and get it done because I feel like this could be a 2 or 3 hour project. But who mentally I zone out sometimes, and then I messed up something, so I had to go and undo it and redo it again. I was like, oh, come on. Okay, we need this piece right here, and we need this. See, they didn't even. They was like, we don't want to change our message. We want whatever this book was saying to stay that way. There we go. And just a little go. Oop, I said a little. That sprays a lot. That's what happened. It wasn't me. So I've been thinking, yeah, yeah. I do a lot of that sometimes, self-reflection, betterment thinking, and things like that. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I should stop creating certain crafts and just only focus on one thing. I've been telling you I've been wanting to stop doing a particular craft. Which craft it is, I don't know. Probably the one that takes up the less space. And that would probably be no more paper crafting. I watched a video of someone that said it looks like blood splatter. No, what's this? Is that the veins? What's going on, Chris? Really? You gonna just call us out like that? I guess it looks something. That's for sure. Um, Not blood splatter. Oh, but I like stamping, right? So this is the thing. I like stamping. If I got rid of paper crafting, I would have to get rid of stamps. I don't want to get rid of my stamps. I really want my. This is pretty. This is a pretty one. I just want my craft fair to bring their behind on. They have not showed up yet. I was only on the table doing the move. I am now in the craft room, but since we have guests, I have to share the room with Hubs and his computer. I understand that. I'm s- the big roommate is not into anything sit down. by yourself kind of thing. He's like, I need to be seen and heard kind of person. So I don't ever have to worry about sharing a space with him, like a creative space. He's not creative like that. He said he used to draw in high school, but I didn't know him in high school, so it's a lie until I see otherwise. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we're gonna put this to the side and let it dry, and I'm gonna run and wash my hands. And yeah, it won't come off. Oh yeah, it does a little bit. Oh yeah, but I'll be right back. All right, y'all. I apologize. My son wasn't responding to my calls, so I went and he was on the game like I thought. Um, so these are almost dry enough to ball up and work with. Chris, what you mean? I wonder why he's like that. Cause his daddy. Okay, so now we're gonna take this big honking 2 by 3 1/4 piece of paper, and we're gonna cut a hole in it. Now this paper punch might be a little bit on the take up too much space side, so I can respect the die with this one. But at the same time, um, you don't really need a die to make a circle. You can just take something that's circular, die cut it out, be done with it. You know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna take our scissors, and this one's still drying too. It's almost dry, I guess. And we're gonna just cut into it. Okay. If you want to get fancy, you probably can get some shaped scissors. Scissors that have different decorative edges on it. Now, you know what I should have done? I should have colored on this thing first. I thought it would be better to do simple colors versus super colored paper or anything like that, just so we could, get our feet wet, I suppose. All right. And this doesn't have to be perfect at all. Okay. I am waiting. Is it huge? Isn't it? I got it from the thrift store. I have a video coming. I had saw a bag of stamps. Chris and I had went I think we've been what, twice now? I can't say a few times. She's gone to the thrift store by herself and I've gone to the thrift store by myself, obviously. But we went a few times together. I want to say 2 times. And I found some stamps with her. Maybe we found stamps twice. I don't know. But yeah, that is a huge stamp. A huge die. Excuse me. Paper punch. All right, so I'm gonna take this. Now you probably have your own little quilling thing that you have. Oh, let's take this one. This is candied apple. It doesn't have to be super duper perfect, okay? Now my son was just missing right now. I was about to have a heart attack because I couldn't find him. He was chilling out in the dark, which is great. Playing a video game, which I don't have a problem with him playing the game. But if I had had a dog, right? Because Nicholas is like, he not making noise, I'm good. But if I had had a dog, the dog would have came and snitched him out way before I had to get up and look for him. Nicholas is kind of like, he ain't bothering me. I ain't bothering him. You know what I'm saying? I want a dog is what I'm really trying to get to. Yeah, we've gone a few times. No, we haven't been in a while. I think the last time we went, it was me, you, and the middle baby. Was it not? So we had met there real quick at the Goodwill. All right. So now we're going to take this. So I've given you 2 options so far, right? These, you take this, you use 3 petals, and you get a sunflower. Okay, which one would you prefer? I mean, you can tailor this to be a little bit more better. We can find some if you get those brown Voss fillers that have glitter on them, darling, from the Dollar Tree, you cut those things in half and you put it on there, and you can make your own. It almost blend in, right? Now this is 48 for $4, and they don't have. This is not on sale anymore. They don't put these half off anymore. It's 40% off. So you tell me, which one would you do? This is mindless, really. You just punch a whole bunch of punches. Did you use that machine? What machine? If it's a die cutting machine, no, I have not die cut in a long time. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this, and I think we want to roll it over this way. Yeah. So I'm just gonna coil this as tightly as possible, I suppose, without it going up too much, right? We don't want it to ride up too much. Now it doesn't have to be super tight, but you want it to be coiled, okay? Oh, because you lazy, you're gonna go with the other one. Samara, I know you haven't been crafting in a while, but everything that I've seen you do is handmade. So I don't know. But I get it. I understand. I definitely understand. This right here makes me feel proud to be a crafter, right? But I only have like 4 of these in me at one time. Anymore, I'm like, what a scan and cut. The thing is, I had read a post a few years back by someone. It was like, why would you waste your blade doing that? And that's true. You can also die cut these out and do it. So, all right. So you see, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna hold this here. I'm gonna use this Sure Bond glue because, darlings, it bonds quicker. And we're gonna go right in the center, okay? And my son has been messing with my dang glue. And this tip don't wanna let out anything. It's like, you shall not pass. No, I need to pass, buddy. That's too much. Just so you know, that's too much glue. But that's okay. But I'm not sure that you bought it. I think it was broken. I don't know if I bought it or not. I bought those stamps. I know. And you was like, you should get those too. I was like, no. And then you end up giving them to me anyway. So, all right. So now I'm just going to pull out my tweezer. You don't want that part to come out. You want it to be down in the middle. You really want it to be down in the middle. And you see, you got a tightly coiled one. That's messed up. That's operator error. I'm going to go ahead and fix it though. This may be a little bit too coiled. So we're going to, oh goodness, we're going to work on that one. This next go around on this one right here. And I'm going to do the same thing, but this time I'm going to do it on both sides. Not that it's needed, but I remember when I first started crafting and everybody was inking up the edges and I hadn't got savvy on how they were inking up the edges. I used to take this and go across the paper and used to cut in the thing, but it was the cheaper paper, cheaper stamps. And then I realized I was like, ooh, we don't want to waste our stamp, our juice like that. Let's not do that anymore, ma'am. Okay, all right. I wish I had like a blue. I mean, I do have a blue, but I would like to use the blue to have it pop some. When you craft a project, when y'all make projects and when you go back and look at it, is it still good? Is it still like you made it? Does it give you all the stuff that you thought it was going to give you, or does it do you like regret? I have a few regrets, right? Regrets, rejects, whatever we're gonna call them. You want it to be it doesn't have to be neat, but I do think that you should be uh kind of symmetrical with your cutting. So if you're going to use a 1/4 inch as your rule, 1/2 inch, whatever that is to you, it needs to stay that way. Yeah, I want that to be a little bit wider. All right, there we go. I'm going to do this once more. I was looking at a thing I had made today because I was going through all this stuff. Like, I have a problem. Okay, let's talk about this problem. I don't know if you have this problem or not as crafters. I'm gonna make this one a little bit less tight. Okay, but I never, unless I'm making something for somebody, I don't get rid of some of my craft projects, and I don't want them anymore. I'm gonna start. I don't craft with a purpose, right? So I don't create because it's fun to create, if that makes sense. No, lie. I create because it's fun to create. I don't create because I have to do it because I'm a part of a this or that. I like just crafting because it makes me feel good. And I think it takes me back to simpler times, maybe when I was a little kid and I used to be able to cut paper with no judgment on how crooked my cuts were or whatever. But I'm just twirling this in, y'all, just so you know. We're gonna do some quilling. No, I'm joking. Um, see, this what happens when you get haphazard. You don't want to be haphazard. You want to do this with a purpose because this is what happens. It looks a mess. And my curls are super tiny. You don't want to be that small. But I'll show you how to you saw me cutting a circle around the circle and around the circle. That's what you want to do, but just make your cut a little bit bigger. Don't make it as small as I did. Today, Tuesday. Yeah. So I'm coming back and I'm trying to make it as I'm attempting to correct my error. They also have dyes that you can use if you want to make these. Some of the products that they have out for us is definitely a time saver, but also I'm like, do I really want to spend my money on that? And the answer is most of the time no. And other times like definitely. Hello. I don't want to, I had tried this. I don't know if y'all have tried this or not, but I had tried melting perla beads. Not perla beads, pony beads to make some flat back embellishments. And while I felt accomplished, now I'm just going to untwist it a little bit, okay? And let it uncoil just a scotch. All right, so you see how it's looking now? It's not as thin as this one. Like this one is us after we ate at the buffet, and that's before you go to the buffet. So now I'm going to take our, let's use this Sure Bond again. Ultra Bond, excuse me. I don't know why I keep saying Sure Bond. Um, but the smell of the melted perla bead, pony beads in the house, I couldn't handle. And I had opened up some windows and the back door to the house, and I just felt like that was a dumb thing to do. So for me, I would prefer to purchase the flatback gems, pearls, whatever we're calling them. I don't want to make them. Even though it's easy, I have a bunch of pony beads. So look, this is better than this one. And the more you do, the better you get at it. Now, do I like calling flowers? No. I have seen where someone has done a flag for like a memorial shadow box. Beautiful. But I'm not about to curl 20 or 100 red, blue, and white flowers. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. All right, so here we go with this. Now, I really want these to be present, okay? Just like we say we want people to be present, I want this to be present. All right, and this is still a little damp. It's okay because I did make more because that's what we do when we realize what we're getting ourselves into. We tend to just make a little extra. Now this right here, I like. I like to make these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this 6. Okay, so now all I'm going to do is just take them, ball them up. Okay. Now, am I going to show you the best way to do this? You have your own way. You can do it however you want. Um, could you imagine somebody saying you did all that work and you're just going to ball them up? Right? They'll be all right. It's just paper at the end of the day, right? No, it's not just paper. It's our project. Hello. All right. So now we're going to take our first piece of white paper or blank paper, I should say. I'm just going to unfold it. And I'm going to take some glue. And in the middle we go. Then the next one. Do you need a die or anything for this? No, you can just take a petal and fold it over a few times and cut it out, make your own pattern if you want to do that. Of course, you can do it however you want. It's your project. And then here we go. All right. So we got this. And I'm going to ball this up again. Speaking of buffet, I saw an article where a lady didn't know she was pregnant and ended up having a little boy in the toilet Golden Corral. She know she's pregnant. Was she a full grown woman or a young? Well, was she under 30? Is the question. All right. So then we're going to fluff these. Because I have heard people not knowing that they were pregnant. They got their regular everything that they normally get monthly, or they didn't get one at all. So they was like, I didn't know because I don't get them. And then we're going to do one more because this looks ugly. We need to be fuller. That's all I'm saying. A little bit fuller. That would suck. You went to go get some ribs and you leave with a boy. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I don't want to go to no buffet and come out with a human. I'm sorry. Golden Corral, like we passing our kids here. Full grown. She was about my age. He was her second child. Interesting. That's one for the record books for sure. All right. I'm not gonna put a gem in the center. I'm just gonna leave it like it is. But if we were putting gems in, I would probably do a clear one. They gave her all kinds of stuff. Wait, Golden Corral gave us stuff. Why? Are they going for the have your baby in the toilet world record? The heck? I'm confused, Chris. Enlighten me. All right, so once it dries up, right, you see how our edges are kind of coiled up or over. This glitter is gonna drive me crazy. I did wash my hands too. Ugh. I don't mind being messy, but I don't like remnants of the mess. Okay, so there we go with that one. Now I don't have the die here, but again, this is another one, right? This is Prima. We go crazy for Prima, right? But look at it, it's only 4 petals. I feel like $6 and it's 24 pieces. We need to start making these ourselves, is what I'm saying. So we're gonna make one real quick. I don't have that petal though. I wanna. She gave the Chris, shut up. Stop it. They gave her gift certificates and I don't believe you now. I feel like you lying. At first I was going with the lie. I was like, oh, for real? Okay, she had a baby and go to now you just I don't believe it. It's just too much. Don't even send me the clip. I feel like you got enough savvy to edit any kind of real report. I don't believe it anymore. It is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. They gave her gift certificate. Why don't look it up because I don't believe y'all. Y'all believe what she's saying? Did that happen? Was it in Texas? It was in Florida. Was it in Florida? Tell me the location and then I might believe you. That's the real thing. Tell me where it was. When I do this, I just go all the way to the edge. I push this, and this is why I have so much trash on my floor from paper scraps and crafts and all this. And then look, this is tearing. She gave people, she said people wanted her to name him Golden. Why in the heck? So she named him Corral. Okay. I don't believe it, but okay. This little flower is gonna haunt me. It's not fluffy enough, and I feel like we need a tissue in the middle, or a clear paper in the middle to be more voluminous. So let's go ahead and add another one. No, it was Little Rock, Arkansas. So good. Thank you. It wasn't Texas. That's all that really matters. I mean, she had a baby in Golden Corral. Second child, and she didn't know she was pregnant. She carried the baby full term. Well, I hope the baby's okay. That's really the thing, right? Especially, but there was an 8-year-old in Corpus Christi who stole his mom's car and drove. What's his name? Latrell, because he was on the news a long time ago. But he took his grandma's car, and then on Boondocks they made a spoof of him. How you driving to McDonald's at 8? My son bet not. Although I have a special lock on the door, and now he know how to open that lock, so I'm a little bit on the nervous side now. I don't know if he would know how to drive. That's a lot of machinery to be driving. That means he been behind the wheel before. If he could drive a McDonald's like that, or they could, whoever it was. Little kids be wanting those Mickey D's, don't they? Have y'all had the nuggets from McDonald's? I don't even think they use. Never mind. Never mind. I ain't gonna even say nothing. Also, if you want to use some stamen, I recommend stamen. That would probably work better too. You know what I'm saying? But look at this, our little ugly flower. It's not really ugly, but the colors just don't do it for me. I want them to be a little bit more. I really want to use some food coloring for this, but that's okay. All right, so we're gonna make a big. Look at this. This is just turning out to be so wonderful. Look, our other little one. I don't even know what I did with it. But see, we got all these leftovers. This is the part that you want to punch out a bunch. So whenever you get in the mood to crunch up flowers like that, you come back to it, right? You don't just do a few at a time like my crazy self. Okay, so we're gonna come back over here with the butter bar. I don't know why I want to call it nutter butter, peanut butter. Peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time. And this is simple, pretty simple. You ain't got to do much but dab it on. This is well, it was pretty saturated. But I need to start doing more edging. All right. And so this is a lot bigger, so you don't have to worry about too much time consumption, right? But you want to take these edges and squeeze. Tamar Kylan Corral Woodfark. He hit a car in someone's fence, but he made it to McDonald's. Girl. This boy got all those names. I hope you didn't send me don't send me no link. The baby ended up Y'all hear this nonsense that she's talking? All right, that's 1, 2, and 3. Also, I want to talk to y'all real quick about my Unity stamp. Stop sending me links, Chris. I want to catch up right with my Unity. I'll never catch up because I'm like two. I'll never catch up the way I'm doing it now because I'm 2 or 3 end of the month videos behind. I have an idea how I want to do it, but I sent the link to the baby and the one about. No, I don't need to know. We good. I believe you. I don't believe her, y'all. I don't believe her. See, this is already good, but we're gonna go ahead and give him a little bit more spicy spice right there. Look at that. Look at that right there. That's that spice. We need that spice. And since it's already glittered up, yeah. I don't know what my son is listening to on the TV, but it sounds like Freddie. You know, one, two, Freddie's coming for you. So it has that same little rhythm to it. So I don't know if I'm sleeping or not, y'all. Wake me up before you go. All right. I don't know. I think I would probably want to make my flowers by hand because I feel like chicken tonight. No, I feel pretty confident that this is pretty cool versus, sometimes you only have nothing but time on your hand. But the flatback gems definitely are the little flatback things that they use for pony beads. No, she don't want to do that. And then they have brown. They do have some brown gems. And once this dries, you can, manipulate the paper a little bit more. This one is dry now. Yeah. Did I? Okay, here we go. And then look, you can just make it as wild as you want because nature is perfect the way it is, right? So when the wind is blowing the trees and all of that stuff, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Not the perla beads, but perla beads are beads that you're on, but they don't have a stink to them. What I'm talking about is those little pony beads, and they usually sell them to kids for crafting. But you can take them and put them in your oven and melt them down and let them cool, and then you have your own flat back uh, beads. I don't have any. Just think of these as round, right? But these are hearts. But just think of these as round. That's how they are. But they're circular. But it stinks to high heaven when you do it yourself. At least in my experience. All right, y'all. So that is that. Not much to show for, right? We got all our project complete. We got 6 flowers. What, 4, 5, 6, 7? Can I count? Yeah, that's 7 flowers. We made 7 flowers in one stream. What are y'all talking about? All right, so let's just go back over what we used. We used this little paper punch from Hobby Lobby. It was on clearance for $2.50. I got these in somebody's D stash, I'm sure of it, a long time ago when it was more people. Seems like the crafting community has dwindled down, in my opinion, but I could be wrong. Maybe I just don't know all the cool people, um, except for the cool people that I do know. You know what I'm saying? These are 2 flower punches that we use, and then we use this big hunky hunk right here. And who is this? This is called Paper Shapers. I don't know if it's called Paper Shapers now, but that's who it is. And this huge, right? Humongous. So that's when you use some books, paper, and just some white sheets of paper and glue. So let me know what y'all be doing with y'all scraps. Do you do this? And then no one said anything about learn how to make. Well, I'm not gonna show y'all. I'm gonna just make some. But I do want to make some paper and make them and put in my journal. So anyway, I want to say thank y'all for watching. Until next time, happy crafting. Oh God, they smell horrible. The girls, right? They no longer craft. It's one I reached out to somebody and I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" They was like, "I'm fine. How are you?" And I left it at that. I know that some people left because of Copacabana. Okay, I'm gonna go just this one little thing real quick then, since y'all still here, we still here. It's the summertime, right? Summer. But I do need to get a few random things ready for my. I need to chop up some chicken. Now I like this. This came from Why She Buy That? Our little collab. Why She Buy That collab, right? So what I am intentionally, not intention, intending on doing is, we all have random junk laying around. Okay. What I want to do, let's move this out the way. I want to have some fun. No. That's the wrong song. Oh, I dropped one of my things. Also, did I tell y'all? I don't know if I told y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all anyway. If I told you, just say you told us that. So for my son's promotion thing, his promotion ceremony. I Did you see Deb community post? No, I did not. I need to go check it out. We've been in contact, but I need to check it out and see. Uh-oh. When you say did I see Deb's community post, I worry. Ugh. I'll go check it out as soon as I finish crafting. I I don't know. I'll tell you how I feel. I mean, you know pretty much how I feel about some of the things that goes on in the craft community or the crafting world. Then I don't want to say too much because I don't want anybody to be offended by my thoughts. So I'll just keep it to myself. I'm just gonna get my what is this called? Just the top portion of my thingamajig. All right, let's see. Flat. Okay, there we go. So when I say I want to make my own background and paper and stuff like that, I want to take some stamps. We use this gray. I don't know why I don't get notifications all the time. I think because I don't actively have the app. I turned off the app notifications on my cell phone. That could be why. Duh. Um, and so now what we're gonna do is take this and we're just gonna press down right here. Now there's a few people that I still see that are crafting and creating, and I love it. And I've learned a few new people recently. So we'll see how that goes. So we're just gonna smooth this out. And then we're going to come back again, same ink. Yeah, I almost made a community post recently saying I'll be back in August, maybe. But I was like, no. Because if I don't create, I think I'll end up hurting somebody or a lot of somebody's. So I need to create. I feel like I need to create, I should say. Okay, so that is the first beginning of the page, right? And then I don't have anything over here, but I'll show y'all in this aspect. If you have some script, a script, a script stamp would work well right here. And you could put like thank you, or just an unlegible script stamp can go right here, right? And then since I want to make this like one of the focal page, not focal pages, but one of the pages, I could also take some washi tape, for example, and go across. And then we could also spritz it, but I would probably want to watercolor it and just put random stuff and just make copies of this to go into my book. So anyway, that is the beginning of one of the pages. It won't be colored, it'll be colored overall versus not colored overall. Anyway, we did some fun stuff today, y'all. We got messy, for real. We decided that we some things are worth buying and some things are worth making. And we learned that Heather can't craft yet right now and it's driving her bananas. Thank you so much. Yeah, I like it. We did this in our Why She Buy That collaboration with the bunny, I believe it was. Um, but this one I like a lot. It's growing on me. It's ugly, but it's growing on me. I need to probably put a few more layers on to make it more fluffy. And that's something that you do at the end of your project, right? You just fluff it up, fluff it up, fluff it up. until it's like super duper fluffy. Or you find some lighter weight paper and you just punch a bunch of them out. Anyway, I want to say thank you all for hanging out with me today. It was such a pleasure as always to be with you all. You could have been anywhere else and you chose to spend your time with me. I really greatly appreciate that. I want to say thank you for watching, and until next time, don't go to Golden Corral and have a baby in the bathroom. No, I'm joking. Happy crafting.